Hello and welcome to Tuck's Take, brought to you by PlaySugarHouse.com, the only place to get in on the action. Week 11 of the NFL season. And this is, usually where you start to see the contenders separate themselves from the pretenders. I didn't make that up. I just stole that from many, many people. Two teams that surprised last week, one positively, one negatively, face off this week when Atlanta hosts the Cowboys. I'm never all that confident in Dallas's head coach, Jason Garrett's ability to call a game, or this team to be consistent, but quarterback Dak Prescott played pretty well last week, and as always is the case, this team will go as far as Zeke will carry them on his very broad shoulders. On Atlanta's side of the ball, the Falcons don't appear to have too many playmakers left on defense. Matt Ryan does his best to keep his team in the game, but with their defense, their offense needs to be nearly perfect to win. To me, this could go one of two directions. The Falcons could go up early, and with the lack of firepower on Dallas, it could be a blowout win for Atlanta. Or Zeke runs and runs and runs. If the Falcons can't stop Zeke, Dallas should control the clock, keep Matt Ryan on the sideline, and keep their defense fresh. I'm betting on the latter. Give me the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Carolina on the road again this week after being embarrassed, and I mean embarrassed in Pittsburgh. The Panthers' back end was exposed mainly because of a lack of pass rush. The ingredients to a championship team over the past decade or so have varied, but for the most part, in today's NFL, you either pass the ball really well or somehow you stop the pass. The best teams can do both. Speaking of the passing game, it's extremely hard to find any positives with regards to Detroit's pass defense. I looked. Couldn't find anything. Now, in today's NFL game, it's going to be hard to compete when you can't stop the pass. We just established that. Two teams coming off very disappointing contests, but Carolina is better than what we saw. I'm not sure Detroit is. Give me the Panthers to win on the road. The Colts welcome Tennessee in what is suddenly now a huge divisional game. Andrew Luck is killing it as of late. At least 3 touchdown passes in 6 straight. And their coach's play calling is only making this offense better. Multiple tight ends that can make plays, a decent running game, and a star in T.Y. Hilton. Luck and Frank Reich use what's at their disposal so well. In Tennessee, much was expected of wide receiver Corey Davis when he was drafted 5th overall. He's shown flashes, but inconsistent play has marred his career up till now. Last week, he dominated. He was open so often, making tough grabs. He looked every bit the player Tennessee thought they were getting. And for a team that tends to struggle offensively, he's the panacea they so badly need. Big word, huh? With their defense and dedication to the running game, he's the missing element that can help this team compete week in and week out. This should be a close game, but I love what I'm seeing in Indy right now. They have the better quarterback, the better coach, and they're playing at home. Take the Colts to win and make a run in the AFC South. When you play with Fitzmagic, it's kind of like playing with dark magic. You get the bad and the good. Fitz's good production was paired with wild inaccuracy and dubious decision-making. Classic Fitz. It makes sense to go with Fitz if you're winning games. But at this point, why continue with the journeyman when the former first pick overall, Jameis Winston, is on the bench? Unless, of course, Jameis Winston is not in your future plans. It's an odd situation to say the least. In New York, the Giants are coming off a short week and don't have much to play for. To be honest, neither of these teams really do. On paper, this should be an extremely entertaining, meaningless game. I expect a ton of points in this one. Give me the over and the Bucks in my double dipper play of the week. Every year, there is one team I just struggle to get a pulse of. I just continue to misread what's going on in Washington. Now, I don't think this Redskins team is particularly good, although their defense can smother you at times. In Houston, they've turned their season around. They're coming off a bye and Deshaun Watson is playing lights out. They immediately addressed injuries to their wide receivers by trading a 6-pack of beer for Demaryius Thomas. Nicely done, Houston. And Denver, by the way. Weapons on offense, J.J. Watt and company on defense. You don't want to sleep on these Texans. They should take care of business this week. Give me Houston. The Jaguars defense is not what it was last season. They have too many lapses in their coverage and allow too many easy touchdowns. Jalen Ramsey isn't playing at the same level that he was last season, and outside Calais Campbell, their pass rush is non-existent. Couple this with an inconsistent offense at best, And it's easy to see why this team is struggling in 2018. So, why am I considering betting on them? I mean, Ben Roethlisberger is coming off a near-perfect outing where he had more touchdowns than incompletions. At this point, it's insanity to bet against Pittsburgh, right? Yet that's exactly what I'm doing. Why? Sometimes you just get a feeling. I know that sounds ridiculous, but isn't it just like the NFL to have one of those this makes no sense games? I think Leonard Fournette is going to be a monster this week, and the Jags for just 1 week show us who they were last year. At home, I'll take the Jags and the points.